Hi, Nuno.
Hello, Chrissy.
As ever, we'll start with team news. How are things looking?
Basically the same, yeah. It's the same.
And after those back-to-back defeats, an important result against Ipswich, what improvements did you see in that performance, and what more do you need to see on Wednesday night?
I think overall we performed good, and there was an improvement, and the need to put things back where we think we are solid and this out of the game. So I think overall it was a good performance. Like always trying to improve, looking at details. But I think individual the players did very well, and the answer was good.
Well, look, next up, a game against Manchester City. How strange is it to be coming into this game with them struggling so much in this string of defeats that they've had?
Yeah, but that doesn't take away the quality and the talent that they have. Let's not forget the champions and the team that won so many with so much quality players, such good managers. It's going to be very tough.
Yeah, after the game, Pep said, you know, we're going to have a reset, have a feeling from here, we're going to start building again. Do you see him turning things around this season?
When you have such quality players and you play so good football, for sure.
Is that something you've got to be wary of? Because they will be hurting. They'll probably be quite angry with how things have been going. There's that old cliche of the wounded animal. Have you got to sort of warn your players of that?
We are aware how tough it's going to be. I always say so. All the games are very tough. Playing against Man City, the situation doesn't really what we look at. We look at the quality. We look at the things that we have to do, and we have to do so many things right. So to achieve a good performance and a good result there, and that is our ambition.
After that result for Manchester City yesterday, you still remain the only manager who's got the better of Arne Slot this season. How much pride do you take from that? And you know, given that performance you had against Liverpool, is that the kind of mark you've got to set yourselves when you go to places like the Etihad?
Definitely, for sure. Like I said before, we have to do so many things right. We have to be switched on defense. We have to have the ball, have the threat. Liverpool game, it's something that we look at. We felt proud in that moment. It was long time ago. It passed so many months already. Now we are in a different situation in the competition. Honestly, we put that aside and just look at City, how good they are and how tough it's going to be, and focus on ourselves. And we have to assess players. Getting players back is important for us, and we want to play the game. We look forward to it.
From your analysis of them, have you kind of worked out what isn't clicking for them at the moment, where things are just not quite going right for them?
It's tough to put bad things. But they are facing such good teams in Champions League and in the league and all those things. We take what other opponents did right, so we can do it again.
I know your focus really will be on Wednesday, but we are in December now. How solid are your plans looking ahead for the January transfer window, which is just around the corner now?
But we don't look at that for now. It's still a long time to go ahead, so we have six fixtures in December. That's what we have to focus on.
Okay, but in terms of that, do you feel confident that, you know, you are 3 points off second place right now? In terms of the kind of players you can attract here, can that really help? And will you be looking at a higher standard of players given what you're challenging for right now?
We don't look at that, Christy. I don't look at that. We have to. I believe, honestly, we have a good squad, balanced. Fortunately, we had some moments that not all the players are available. When we are all of them, I think we can compete against any team.
And in terms of that, just quickly, I know you were saying things as it were, but you spoke to us before the weekend about Danilo getting back to training. How far away have you got a sort of a date yet when we might see him back?
No, not yet. We have to be very patient and very careful with him. Yesterday he did a good training session again, but today, for example, we have to offload, give him to the physios. we have to take patience and the right steps looking forward. We don't want to have any setback.
And he'll be like a new signing almost for you when he's back, won't he?
Him and Ibrahim, I'm positive that when they return will be better.
Great, thank you. All the best.
Thank you. Cheers.
Nas.
Hi, Nuno. Good to see you again.
Hello.
Liverpool aside, and you've been a Premier League manager for many seasons now, is this the most competitive the Premier League has been in your opinion? Because all the teams are very closely matched, and some of the teams that were towards the bottom have improved and are very much challenging at the right end, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree. Very competitive, and you can see by the results. And you just look, not so much time ago, we had the defeat here at the City Ground. We won before, then we get beat by Newcastle. We achieve a victory against West Ham. We get beat by Newcastle. Then West Ham goes and beat Newcastle. Ipswich goes and beat. So it's so competitive. I'm totally agree with you. It's probably one of the competitive seasons that we had.
Kirsty touched on the issues Pep is facing as a coach, and as a manager and a coach yourself, can you sympathise when your team goes through that kind of run? It's very difficult sometimes to get out, because winning is a great habit, but losing and not winning is also a bad habit, isn't it?
It's the reality of the game. It's the reality of the game. There's always up and downs. Every team has to be ready to face that moments of uncertainty when things don't go well. It's how long you stay there, how you bounce back from those moments, how you reorganize, how you regroup and face the new challenge ahead of us. But you mentioned Pep. Pep is one of the managers that us as managers we look at. He is in the small group of managers that was able to influence the game. So that says a lot.
And a challenge like that for you on Wednesday night, it's brilliant for this football club, brilliant for you, because if you do beat them, you're potentially up to second, third in the table. It's great times at Forest right now, isn't it?
No, the table doesn't matter. We know, we are aware of what we're gonna face, how hard it's gonna be, the difficulties that we're gonna have in front of us. But we are positive. We want to challenge ourselves to improve, and it doesn't matter which opponent you ever had, as long as you think about the things that you have to do and ignore the noise and focus on your tasks. Don't underestimate the situation and value the quality of the players. This is what I call the right mindset to face an opponent like City.
Brilliant. Best of luck on
Thank you.
Wednesday.